Good morning guys, and welcome to our final day of SEMA coverage here in Las Vegas. If you haven't watched our other videos already, go check out those first and then come back to this one. Then when you get back here, we have a lot more to check out. It is our final day here, but we still have gotten a pretty good amount of ground to cover. So let's get started and see if we can take care of it all. We're going to start off today with Larry Chen's new Koenigsegg Corolla. As you can see, it's got a nice big camera set up on it. This thing can be driven right on the racetrack and capture some awesome footage. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more content on this car in the near future on the Koenigsegg channel, but this is kind of the first look that I get to see it in person. This is really cool, guys. This is a really nice setup. I would love to have something like this myself one day. I gotta say, guys, I'm really impressed with the Toyota booth so far. This thing is really cool too. These new Corollas are going to be sweet. But you know, I really only came to the Toyota booth for one reason, and that's to see this baby right here. This is the new Super race car. Unbelievable. Dude, I think Toyota killed it on their booth. What do you think?
Absolutely.
This booth is probably the nicest, most cohesive booth that I've seen so far. I mean, we're just getting started today, but seriously, great job, Toyota. It was a really, really nice booth. But now we're gonna go see what else we can find and keep this day interesting. So do not click off, whatever you do. Man, I could have sworn I saw a GTR sitting here just a second ago.
Is it really?
And here she is, guys. The Koenigsegg Agera Rs. I have definitely not seen one of these in person. I don't think most of you guys have either. And let me tell you, it has quite a presence. We are gonna have a better look at this car. If you guys don't mind, I think we're going to spend a few minutes over here in this corner. We've got Lingenfelter, we've got Acura, and we've got Honda. Should be some nice cars. Let's go.
The power on this car was 901 horse, 876 foot-pounds of torque, but it makes that torque at 3,500 RPM, and it's just flattens out all the way to red line at 7,000. It's a monster. It's a ride, yeah. Yeah, in third gear, 60 mile an hour, if you floor it, it'll burn the tires off of it. And that's a 335, 3018 with a 100 wear tread compound, so it's really sticky.
Yeah, so those are definitely stickier than mine. They're the same width, but
yeah.
I have a little bit of issues with grip around that speed too.
Yeah, but that's a Toyo R888, and they're really sticky, but it's still can't put the power on the ground. So. There you go.
Can you guys believe that the customer has never even driven the car? I'll drive it for him if he doesn't want to. You know, there's just so much to see right now. I don't even think I'm gonna waste any time talking for a little while. We're just gonna go straight to the cars. picked the largest building for the last day, and I don't know if that was a mistake or not, but it's working out so far. I think we're gonna make it through. I mean, we are almost over halfway, and we got plenty of time left today. So we're gonna go over here and check out some Ford GTs here in a minute, maybe run into some people in the hallway. Let me know in the comments, what's the favorite car that you've seen so far? I think mine still might be that Lamborghini from yesterday. Well, no, it's the Koenigsegg. It's the Koenigsegg. We've almost made it to the Ford GTs. Why would you pull on that? Like, why would... We should probably just go ahead and switch back to the stabilized footage.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh, ooh, the way that things have been. Oh, ooh. Second, don't you tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the one at the same, I'm the master of my sea. Oh, ooh, the master of my sea. Oh, ooh. I was broken from a young age, taking my soul into the masses, writing my poems for the few that looked at me, took to me, shook to me, feeling me, singing my heartache from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the...
Ford actually has 3 different Ford GTs on display at this show. There's 1 here on the spinning platform and 2 over there stationary. Pretty impressed by the looks of it. Yeah, no, you're right. I think they do look better in person. It's a really nice looking car. I'm actually a pretty big fan of this color and everything too.
Ooh, the way that things have been. Oh, ooh. Second, don't you tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the one at the same, I'm the master of my sea. Oh, ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Troy and I have made it into our very final room of this whole SEMA show. It's taken us like 3 days and some change to make it through, so do not come here thinking that you can make it through one day like I kind of thought before I came here. I thought I was gonna like walk through it all and plan out my videos and then film, and no, you can forget that. You're gonna be walking miles. We've averaged like 6 to 8 miles a day. And it's a lot of work, but it's definitely worth it. We're just gonna make it through this very last section and see if anything happens afterwards.
I'm kind of just gonna have to hurry through this because we only have 3 hours left and it is the last day and we definitely want to see it all. I would say it's like at least, what do you think, half mile, 3/4 miles down? At least 3/4.
You know, obviously there's some safety and ventilation concerns and everything, but it seems like there's plenty of room here that if SEMA really wanted to, that they could do like indoor drag races and stuff.
I believe they could.
I mean, really, you just about could. This concrete floor could handle it, and I mean...
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
And
wow.
the pillars are far enough apart.
Absolutely,
no
yeah.
problem.
You wouldn't hit anything. You could just run through here, do a pull. Probably, I would say you could do a 1/4 mile pass in here. At least.
Yeah.
I mean,
definitely.
have plenty of room to slow down. Think about it, SEMA. I mean, if you do it though, you know where it came from.
This is just the right size truck for me, guys. I like that size lift, that size wheels and tires and everything. When it gets too big, it becomes impractical, and I'm just not interested in it anymore at that point. You want to talk about an epic setup. Just look at this Ram with this crawler up on top of it. I cannot imagine that is not the coolest thing in the world, watching that crawl up on top of there. Don't you think the truck section ended like really abruptly? Turned into this?
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I'm not mad at all. I want to check out this Ferrari. There's just something different about race cars, man. They get me.
I don't even really like Ferraris that much, but when I see a Ferrari race car, I go crazy. I don't know what's up. I hope you guys don't get mad that I'm not showing too much truck and off-road footage, but honestly, it's just not quite what I came here for, and it's
Really just not quite what the channel's about. Like I said yesterday, if you want to see more truck stuff, go check out my buddy Josh's channel. It's going to be Trucks and Water. He's got some great truck content over there, so if you truck nuts, maybe that's where you should be. Although he is not at this show, so you're kind of getting what you can get with me, I guess. Rhino Lining was really creative and set up a wrecking room
full of their stuff on random objects, I guess so that you can throw them around, beat them up or whatever, and try to tear up the coatings. What they failed to think about is people were going to break the actual booth These Sherps are some of the craziest things in the world to me. They're amphibious vehicles, completely amphibious. It's got an amphibious trailer with it. I think they can even like store fuel in their wheels or something crazy like that. I don't know. This Lamborghini reminds me a lot of like Christmas wrapping paper, but in the best way possible. I'd like to see it with the stock wheels to see what it actually comes out of the factory looking like, and I don't know if they've done any wrap work or anything to this particular car, but it's pretty. Like I said earlier, I'm really not a huge Ferrari fan, but when I see the right one, my heart kind of melts a little bit.
Belvedere.
The Belvedere.
The Belvedere.
Mopar booth's pretty nice though.
Oh, wait. Belvedere. Yes, Belvedere. Oh.
Yeah, Mopar does it right when it comes to events and social media and stuff like this. I wish Chevy would get on this game. You don't have anything like this over at the Chevy booth, and I gotta say, I'm a bigger Chevy fan, but this is better. They even have a Mopar-shaped table over here, and they go all out for these shows. Why doesn't the other brands do this? Why don't they do this? This is so much cooler. Look how much more people there are here. This is more engaging.
The fact that their name is already there.
Yeah, I mean, this is so much more engaging. There's more people walking around here. This is a better exhibit.
I think I just died.
Oh no, not again.
No,
Oh, it's
it
shaking
just
around. Man,
just went bonkers.
that gimbal needs to go. You need a new gimbal.
It just
Ryan,
went
if you're
bonkers for a
watching
minute.
this, buy a new gimbal. This has the Elephant in it. It's the new 1,000 horsepower crate engine from Dodge. That is unbelievable. I bet this thing would not stick to the road. What the hell, guys? Mopar has popcorn too. All right, we're gonna have to talk about this for a second. I have no idea what this is supposed to be or what it was. I think it was just custom built, as it says right there. But it's got two engines. We got one in the front and then one in the back. What the hell is that? I've never seen anything even close to that. That's completely new to me. I mean, it's a crazy paint job and everything, and the gauges and everything, it's like a, whoa, okay, let's actually look at those gauges. I didn't notice that the first time. All these gauges, there's no way you need to read that many things. I guess no. I guess there's double gauges because there's two engines. That's hilarious. Look at that. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. This is all the gauges for one engine, and that's all the gauges for the other engine. Just stop touching the Lamborghinis. These guys both are sitting here just like feeling all over it, and that's why there's handprints all over it. Yeah, let's just touch the Lamborghinis. Final haul is done. Now we're going to walk over here to this very last parking lot, and then that's unfortunately going to be it for our coverage of SEMA. We have made it through every single building. There he is. We've made it through every single building. We've made it through every single tent, and now we're about to make it through every single parking lot. So you can definitely say we've seen the whole show, and we feel the effects of it. I promise you, we feel it. Our legs, our feet, our everything, ankles, my ankles especially. I stepped weird off of a step yesterday or day before or whatever. Just kind of been swollen up since, and it sucks. But we've been powering through it so we can make videos for you guys. Anyway, that is really loud. Yeah, let's go ahead and cross. We're almost over here to this parking lot, guys. Immediately, you will notice TJ Hunt's new RX-7 that he just got done building. Looks pretty good in person. I've seen it on the videos a few times, but I didn't think I would actually see it in person. I wasn't actually sure if he was bringing it here or not. From what I understand, this is kind of just the feature lot where it's not really the people that are in the SEMA show, but it's nice enough cars that kind of deserve to be here. Now that's something serious. That should have been in the show.
It should have been inside.
Yeah. That's got a serious paint job on it. I don't know how well you can see that in this camera, but all the little metallic flakes and everything, every layer has metallic flakes that match the layer. It's really nice. Now this little guy says Teslanda on it. Now I can only assume based on looking under here and seeing that it doesn't have a standard engine compartment. And then you look in here and you see all the gauges and stuff. Somebody, some crazy individual that I would love to meet and shake their hand, has decided to put Tesla guts in a Honda. My God, I bet that's fast. Yeah, that's a really cool setup. Got a fifth wheel on a rat rod. That's a big old twin turbo diesel too. That's a big old twin turbo 6BTT, I guess? 6BTT? Yeah, I think this wins for the best rat rod here. It's got a fifth wheel, got a big twin turbo diesel. Yeah, they did a really good job on that. Oh, look, they even have a 10-man shifter. That's really cool. Because it's called 10-man 2 Customs, so that actually fits pretty well. That's really cool. Interesting way to have it.
Yeah?
Did you take one of his cards?
I have not taken one of his cards.
There's 50 videos on just this car alone, building it from start to finish. Plus another car that we're working on. We're building a custom for my wife.
Are you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got an old custom. This is my boy's.
Okay.
And he's 26. He's in the Young Guns. He didn't know how to change oil till he was 18. Really. And he grew up in my garage. And I got an old custom that I redid. So he was washing and waxing and polishing that thing constantly until he graduated from high school. And then he said, Dad, I'm going to college for 4 years and get myself a good job after. Goes to college, he graduates with honors in 3 different subjects, and he ended up doing this, following the old man's footsteps, because I was a tin man in Minneapolis for 40 years. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's where the Tin Man 2 comes from.
Right. Yeah, I got real sick and couldn't work anymore, so he started up his own business.
That's cool.
And then I got better. I had a double lung transplant. So,
wow.
Oh boy. Wow.
So now I'm back out in the shop helping.
Double lung transplant.
Yeah.
That's serious.
And a carburetor kit from my heart. Rebuild kit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Get a little bit bigger jet in there.
Yeah, I should.
That is going to do it for our coverage of 2018 SEMA. Unfortunately, this is the very end. We've been here for all 4 days. We kind of missed the first day, but it was still a fun trip. I hope you guys have had fun watching. We will definitely try to make this a tradition and be back next year. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.